Avalanches are the deadliest of mountain hazards. One minute you're on top of the world, suddenly, without warning, your world changes dramatically. Knowing the snowpack in your area is the key to avalanche forecasting and avalanche avoidance.
In the morning, when the alarm wakes me up at about 6:05 in the morning, and the first thing I usually do is look out the window, because you can tell a lot just by looking out the window. I've got a good view of the area here. You want to see where the cloud level is, what kind of sky you've got, obviously whether there's precipitation. Yeah, every morning you have to take a run at what the avalanche conditions are going to be like for the day, for that particular day. A lot of it depends on what the weather was like overnight. How much new snow you had is one of the most important things. How much wind, where the wind come from, what are the temperatures up high, but also what's happened in the past. So if there's a particular weak layer in the snow that you've been following, you always got to ask yourself, well, what's that weak layer likely to do today?
Heatherington has been working in these mountains since 1967. At one time, he was the head of the Whistler Pro Patrol and was involved in developing the avalanche control strategy for the mountain. His experience as a pro patroller has paid off. His Heli ski company has a perfect safety record.
Very often, if there's an avalanche, somebody failed to recognize that there was a weak layer in the snow and went into an area where obviously they shouldn't have gone. Then how do you find those weak layers becomes a matter of technique and practice and training and whether people have actually looked or not. Well, if you're going to be in the snow, in the mountains, on a daily basis, like we are when we're heli skiing, you really have to get to know your snowpack, and you want to get to know it early. You don't get into the snow until there is some snow, so you want to get in there usually late November, early December around Whistler when we start to accumulate our snow and find out what exactly is going on in the snowpack. At that time of year, you want to dig a fair amount of, quite a number of snow profiles. You want to check all the different aspects. You want to do snow profiles to the ground. You want to do snow profiles at various elevations, and certainly for our purposes, we want to do snowpack or snow profiles in an area where there's glacial ice down at the bottom of the snowpack, so you can tell what's going on at the interface between the glacial ice and the bottom of the snowpack, because it changes every year.